a 72.
I want to see what its max hit is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Uh,
I'm not gonna test it for shits and giggles, I'll tell you though. Because it feels
um,
real bad being low HP in this room. Hate being low HP in Akka.
I've a, I have a really bad habit of when it's switching from range to mage, I'll take my range prayer off early.
Right, yep, you gotta wait.
I have a really bad habit, and I'll get sniped like 30s here and there, 40s.
Yeah, I assume its melee max hit is higher because it hits higher through prayer. I don't know if you've ever thought about it that way because butterfly is so common. But melee can hit like what, 20s, 20, 22s through prayer
So
in
that means at
these.
least 40.
So I assume it can. No, it can. I've been hit a 72 by Akka
Oh,
on a melee swipe.
ooh.
So I assume its mage and range hits are lower than that, but I know its melee fucking wrecks.
Did you get to participate in TOA on release?
I don't ever do any bosses on release. I'll be honest. Never have. Probably never will.
I've never gotten to be able to just because I've always had IRL stuff and
I could have, but I just didn't. I just don't have any desire to be in there. I never feel like I've got the. At this point, I probably could have the skill to like figure the boss out as I go. So maybe I
hmm
should do that for this Grove thing that's coming out, or Leagues 4. Not Leagues 4, Raids 4. Probably
hmm
should. Probably could.
Eh, we'll we'll see then.
Yeah, exactly. I can use Thralls. Can't use Thralls for Perfect. That would have
Really?
failed Perfect as well.
Can't use
Just
thralls?
back and forth. Keep back is on.
So keep back, you just have to run away every.
You can flick melee if
Oh.
you want to, but like I said earlier, the melee hits hard through prayer. I don't have bolts.
Oh.
I'm just sitting there trying to ZCB the boss. Nothing, nothing, nothing. I can't believe I don't have bolts. I guess it's because I died and I forgot to put them back in.
Oh yeah, that is annoying. Cause it
Because
goes
of the
to your
quiver.
inventory.
And sometimes when you. Do you have quiver? I think you did, right?
Yes,
Yeah, you
I
have
do, I
quiver.
do.
So you know how sometimes you'll like. You'll have bolts in your thing, but they won't show up until you actually equip the quiver. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, kinda, yeah. I think I know what you're talking about. I just know that the UI for it's really bad and it makes me sad.
Yeah. Yeah, if you hit open on the quiver. Yeah.
I think it could be done so much better. There's so many small things about it that could have been refined. But hey,
What was that, though? I clicked. Slow that down. I'm recording, so I'm like just thinking about the fact that I'm recording that. I swear I clicked through the boss to DPS skip. I'm still freaking slowed down by the white.
what does the white do?
Slows your attack down to like 7 tick or something.
Oh,
You're kidding me. Oh, I didn't put my fucking shadow back on. Yeah, red burns you, white slows you down, yellow turns off your prayer, and black bleeds you very quickly and lowers your stats.
What does burn slows you down? What does yellow do?
Yellow turns off your prayer.
Oh, so yellow's technically.
The freest, as long as you're not next to the boss. But if you're next to the boss,
Then
could get
goodbye.
your prayer goes down, you get hit
There's
a 70.
72.
Yeah,
Yep,
72 to
you
the
get
dome.
17.
So, but because I'm always butterflying, typically yellow's the best, but I'm very consistent with my DPS skip, so I don't really normally discriminate against them. But if I'm ever doing memory and I'm not sure, I will always prioritize white or yellow over black and red because black and red do the bleed damage.
Mm.
At least
Oh
when you
yeah,
get
that's how
hit
I
on
do it.
the white and yellow, if you survive, you survive.
Yeah,
Jesus freaking hell. Straight back into ranged phase. Dick. Why didn't my Karis go off? Thank you. Bummer. Okay, humble.
Are you thrilled about the changes they made to staminas or your run
4,
energy?
5, 6.
Sorry. I'm so
That's why I
sorry.
don't like the bleed. It was
I
my
was
fault. I wasn't sure. It wasn't you.
no. I yapped at the like worst time possible.
Yeah, fuck you, buddy.
No. I literally picked the worst time. Like,
Toxic motherfucker. Just trying to kill me, I see. No, I missed it because the thing popped at the wrong time. I got
oh,
white. I think it was white memory. So the white like covered up what the second symbol was, or like the fourth symbol or something. So I wasn't.
oh, I kind of think I know what you're saying.
Yeah. Maybe I just missed it. I don't know. I might have just looked away at the wrong time. I made an assumption and then guessed wrong.
Had a 50-50 chance, or
Yep. can't fuck up this DPS skip or I'm dead.
Nice.
I'm probably gonna get checked again. So it's gonna be white-black soon.
Oh, we're hitting big.
Should be good, right?
I spoke too early. Oh, please.
Yeah, we're good. If I get bled at 50 by an orb, I'm dead, so we're gonna Karis spec here. Fuck this game.
Wow. It's like
Imagine trying to do a full gear switch while watching the memories with your peripheral vision.
and it,
That's what I just did. Sitting there just doing my gear switch, keeping an eye on the memory with my peripherals.
yeah, your the 10,000 chins here are clearly showing. With
Yep.
you focusing on your gear more so than the puzzle.
The 10,000 chins. Love that.
RIP.
Calling me fat ass. 10,000 chins. Thanks.
Whoa. No.
The 10,000 chins.
You're fat.
I've been watching too many EV-scape videos.
EV skate. I need a. I'll watch an EV escape every now and then. And he comes up on my recommended. But normally I don't watch too many RuneScape YouTube videos.
I watch Veritasium and EVscape. That's about not EVscape, Veritasium and like old school RuneScape. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Okay.
Right now my YouTube is chess, cooking, some like retro Yu-Gi-Oh stuff because I've been watching some of one of the animes. Uh, then like just random science, math stuff, piano stuff.
Do you play piano or just like watching the videos on it?
I played as a kid and I'm picking it back up right now, but it's been like a decade plus since I've taken it seriously. Maybe like 2 decades even.
Oh, sorry. Perfection of Het is gone.
Nah, I think we got this earlier.
I know. Like, I think my policy on this oncome phase is only move if you are, at this point, I only move if I'm 100% sure it's going to hit me. And I know that's
I
that's not something you can do when you're like first learning come phase, but like if I think it's gonna hit me, I don't move. If I know it's gonna hit me, I'll move.
know it's gonna hit you.
Yeah, if I see an orb coming and I'm like, yes, that's definitely gonna hit me, I'm gonna move. But if I th
I just
if there's like a chance, if I'm not sure, I'll either not move or I'll not move and be fine, or I'll tank it and just oh well.
I just
Because
can't tell what.
when you panic, you're like more likely to just spam orbs because you run away from one just to run into two more.
So true.
Like here, I'm pretty sure only that one right there was going to be the one that would hit me. And then like I
Yeah.
dodge, when I dodge, I only dodge one. Like I move somewhere, and if I feel like another one's going to hit me, I'll dodge one. Otherwise, I'm just going to stand still. Like as I dodge, I'm looking and I like, is there another one
I've
going to hit me? If I'm
yeah.
100% sure another one's going to hit me, I'll move again. But if I think I'm safe, I'm just going to stand still. Because if you If you're not 100% sure, you're probably walking into a different one.
Yeah, I've fallen victim to um what's it called? Run like dodging, trying to dodge one and then running into like five.
I got two ambrosias both times. Did you get two that time?
I got two.
Okay, good. So three's good. Three's a happy
Three's
medium.
good. Okay. And do you want me to drop the rest?
Yeah, drop everything except for so you can yeah, might as well. I was gonna say you could keep some brews, but you have six. I think that's plenty. You have five in a dose.
Gotcha. Let me get my inventory so like the white potions always go right there. It's weird.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Beautiful. You can keep one of the
Uh,
scarabs if you want them. I feel like they're useful to keep.
do you actually want this or
No, you can keep the scarab. The
okay.
nectar on the ground,
I'll keep
yes, but
I'll keep the scarab.
yeah, keep the scarab. I think they're nice. I assume that you use them. I assume. I don't know. Some people might just. Do you use them? I assume there's
The
people that use
scarab?
them. Yeah,
Yeah, they're good for
I think they're great for last row. Just like
prayer.
click one when you realize you need to, and then it heals you over
Mhm.
time.
Mhm.
Okay, I'll take brew and four restores. That's a lot of restores, isn't it? You keep two of them.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Cool. Did you get a can't do it from Akka? Just out of curiosity.
I did. I can't do it. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Okay, so now can you see my screen?
Oh, let me switch. Yes.
Okay, so before we actually send this, I want to lay out what this is going to be like. So because I don't have my ZCB, because I forgot
Mhm.
Ruby Bolts, it'll actually be exactly like this. So ideally you enter this phase of the fight at max HP, or this is
Mhm.
when, like as soon as this procs and rage phase, right? This is when you start healing with brews. If you're not max HP, we want to get out of the left, right, middle part first, because left, right, middle is normally where people take a lot of damage. But once you're in this phase, right here, like 25%, we're about to
Mhm.
kill the boss again.
15
And if you're
rage.
not max HP, you should heal up at this point,
Okay.
just because there's lots of room to move around, you know?
Right. Right.
It's worth using some brews, heal up to max HP, heal up to 115, and restore magic potion
Mhm.
game. Once you have reached max HP once, stop using brews.
Right. Okay.
Because at that point, you need to just focus on hitting the boss with 103 magic and just do as much damage as you can so we're not on last row for very long.
Yep.
Um, and because you have six ambrosia doses, that's a lot of ambrosia.
Yeah.
I know it's not perfect, right? You want eight, but six is
8.
still a lot.
I
So,
think I can.
and because we both have shadows, we will not be on last row for very long. I know you don't have great mage gear, but you got good mage gear. Like you had like one piece of ancestral, I think, if I
2.
recall correctly.
And
Yeah.
I have my magic
And you
potion.
don't have a
So
cult, but you got Torm, you got the ring, you got some
the Sears
boots.
ring. Don't sleep on the Sears ring.
What's your Slayer level? 90.
Getting there.
Shame, shame.
Getting there. It's getting there. It's getting there. It's getting there. It's getting there.
That's sick that you got the shadow before you have a
Oh, I
cult
got
deck.
so lucky here. I don't even have a light bearer yet, man.
Yeah, no shit. That's crazy. All right, so first thing to point out, other than everything else I've already pointed out, is see where I'm at, like left from
Mhm.
left to right. This is as far to the left as I'm going to go.
Okay.
So I'm only going to use three tiles, like 7, 8, and 9. There's 9 tiles. 1 through 6 are yours. 7, 8, and 9, and the rest of the room. But like even in the rest of the room, I'm not going to go any further to the left than this
Got
tile.
it. Okay.
And you'll
So I
notice
will
that in
set
this
them
video.
here.
So
Mhm.
you have lots of room to move around. And no, I will not boulder you. You don't have to worry about my boulders. They're not going to be in your way. We're not going to be near each other. You have confidence. Okay, so first of all, his HP. So you see, this is what 83 HP looks like. 83 HP is a, an HP of
That's
worth
good.
because if you are 79 HP, if you get hit by a boulder and a lightning, either at the same time or in rapid succession,
Mhm.
there's a chance you die. 79 is the
Okay.
max hit of a boulder
79
and a
is the
lightning.
magic number.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you are 83, 82, 81, 80, you can't die in one tick. You can
Okay.
still die pretty quickly, but if you're above 80
You just need
HP,
reaction time.
you
Got it.
can't be one hit.
Okay.
You could be one hit by a Zabak and a boulder and a lightning, but I'm assuming that won't happen. I'm hoping that won't happen. So when he gets hit again, that's going to put him at 56. You as well should ambrosia.
Okay.
Um, being 56 HP is
Yeah.
easily, that's like below the minimum hit of a boulder and a lightning. I think the minimum hit is 59, I think. So if you're running, if you're like out of ambrosia, okay. You got to be low HP. But
Mhm.
if you have ambrosia doses left, 56 HP below 70 HP is not really good. Don't do that. So
I have
he
proof of.
ambrosias, heals up to full, and goes back to hitting the boss. That's kind of what the ambrosias are meant to be used for.
Yep.
They're meant to keep your HP very high. That way, there's basically no way you go down unless you just decide not to eat for some reason.
So 79 is the magic number that I want to
Yeah,
stay
be
above.
be above. You don't want to be. So again, he's 81 HP. You're chilling. You
Mhm.
should feel like you're chilling because your HP bar is basically completely green, right?
Mhm.
But as soon as you get hit at that HP, notice the boss is basically dead before last row is even really there. This is very typical
Yep.
for two shadows, so we won't have to last row for very long. I just don't want, so you don't need to be stingy with your ambrosia. The boss is going to die very quickly. So if you are at any point low HP, aka below 80, you should just ambrosia. You've got tons of doses, use them to camp high HP.
Then Karis is 75 spec. Okay. Just
It's
at
100%
78
spec
HP. 100%. 100%.
because overly draining is on.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So, just to really drive home the 80 HP situation, um, watch what this guy does. Keep in mind he had this exact same speech given to him. He had all the information. He's
He's at
98 HP.
98.
He's 98 HP, right? Chilling. Gets hit 25. That is 73 HP.
Uh-oh.
Let's just see how long he sits at 73 HP. Ambrosia. Drinking ambrosia. Drinking ambrosia. Dead.
Oh.
And that's how people lose their kits with me is they sit
25.
HP and they're
Oh,
dead.
oh no.
And that's not even max. Like it can hit 79. So
Oh, I'd be furious
he
if that last
technically that
row.
that technically he could have survived if he got lucky with the lightning and the boulder, but it's very typical for a boulder to do, 70 to 75 damage. 79 max, the minimum's like 69 or something. I don't know exactly. But don't expect to survive at 75 HP if you get hit by two things at once. That also assumes you don't get hit by Zabak. So watch this guy.
Tragedy and heartbreak.
Yes, this is what tragedy and
Mm.
heartbreak looks like. Get ready. Emotional
Nice.
roller coaster that just goes straight down. That's what's about to happen. Okay, so let's just see how this guy eats, honestly, because I feel like it's probably worth keeping in mind here. So another thing is if you ever get hit by a boulder, you should just immediately ambrosia.
Yep.
So right
That's
there,
what Ambrosia
65. See
did.
that? That's a lightning and a boulder.
He Ambrosia'd instantly.
That's good, but also remember how he died at 73?
Mm.
He could
Oh.
have survived, but don't bet on it. So,
Yeah,
so
nah. I'm just if I see two hit splats, I'm clicking wipe
yeah, or
out.
if you see a boulder, ambrosia. So there's a 77. Hopefully he ambrosias pretty quickly. Yes, he does.
Frank, he takes a mage. Oh no, I don't. I'm
This is
trying to
what
pwn it.
panic looks
I'm
like.
trying to pwn dagger.
This is what panic looks like. Okay, so now he's chilling. He's got his shadow on, 100 HP. He's moving, he's dodging, he's doing, he's
He's
gaming.
dipping, diving, ducking,
Yep, triple D. Duck, dive, dodge, whatever. Okay, so here's the
dodgeball.
thing. So he just got hit a 17 on 120. So he's 103 HP.
Mm,
Okay, this is the point of you have to do at least one thing correctly. He does all three things wrong. He is praying mage, right? He's praying mage because of this mage.
mhm,
He's
mhm.
praying mage. There's a range projectile coming for him. Gets hit 32 by Zabak. I assume
Okay.
he panics.
Oh, whoa!
Okay, so just in real time, this is how fast. If you don't pray against Zabak, 79 HP out the window. Nothing is safe.
Oh my.
So that's how quickly it can go down if you're not praying against Zabak and you also run into boulders and lightning at the same time. I think
Duly
the
noted.
I think the max
Copy.
hit in this channel right here, if you get hit by all three during enrage phase, you can get hit 119 in a single tick. That's not likely, right? You'd have to get maxed by everything, but 40 Zabak, 52 Boulder, 27 Lightning can get hit a 119. So you got to stay on top of your prayers, but I'm assuming that's a given. You might mess one up every once in a while, and hopefully that doesn't line up with a Boulder and a Lightning at the same time. But I'll
Well,
understand. I will be
I'll
understanding
actually
of
be.
it. We got it on that
Yeah,
guy's next run. It was just an unfortunate run for him.
I think 6 Ambrosias is a lot of Ambrosias.
And we both have shadows. If you had a rune crossbow, it might be a different story. But because
Rune
you got the shadow,
crossbow.
it's going to help a lot.
Yeah, I got very, very lucky.
Okay, so also on this final row info channel, you see the number 3 simulator here?
Mm,
If you want to navigate to this and then click that 3 in the table of contents, this is a simulator to practice what I'm about to show you. I'm just showing you where it's at. Anyway,
mhm.
um, so for the very small amount of time that we are on last row together, and then just in general within range phase, we already talked about 79 HP ambrosia, right? Pray against the Bach, that's important. um, if you get hit by a boulder, drink an ambrosia. If you get below 79 HP, or even if you're 80 HP, if you feel like you just got hit hard and you're panicking, drink the ambrosia. That's what they're there for.
Mhm.
But in terms of movement and positioning, I marked these 3 tiles in red because that's where I'm going to be. Now I'm going to pretend I'm you. I'm going to pretend I have 6 tiles to work with, and this is
Okay.
how I recommend you use those 6 tiles. So I'm going to move from one side to the other, and I will not turn around until I get to the end. So I get to the very first tile, I go the other way. I go from one side all the way to the end, and I turn around. Go all the way to the end, dodging lightning, doing my best.
Mhm.
I just move from one side to the other. See how I'm go all the way to the left. I'm going to go all the way to the right. Once I get there, go all the way to the left. And now I go all the way to the right. So what this accomplishes is, you know how during P3, when we're doing the right, left, middle, you can basically ignore boulders,
Mm, yes, yeah, yeah.
right? Because they're just always falling somewhere else from where you're
Oh,
going,
okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, yes,
right?
yes.
Moving like this does that until you get to the end and you have to switch directions. Because the boulders fall on where you're at, and if you're constantly moving one direction, the boulders
Oh.
aren't there until you have to
That makes
switch
sense.
directions. So see how the boulders falling on 3, boulders falling on 4, boulders falling on 5, run past it. Boulders falling on 4, boulders falling on 3, switch directions. Boulders falling on 2, boulders falling on 4, boulders falling on 5, run past it. Like the boulder's behind you until you switch directions with this kind of movement. If you're just sporadically moving back and forth, boulders could be anywhere.
Yeah, yeah,
Right?
that
Like there's no
happens.
rhyme or reason to where the boulder's at sometimes, it seems like. But if you very meticulously move from one side to the other, the boulder will only ever be in your way when you switch directions. Does that idea make sense?
Mhm.
So that is what I would appreciate you spending some time on the simulator practicing. Using 6 tiles, and again, you're not going to be here for very long. Ideally, we don't even have to do this because we just nuke the boss.
Let
But
me.
for that small amount of time, I don't want you to run into a boulder like baited 1997 or whatever his name is here.
Ugh.
So just to reference again what happens with this guy. He had this exact same talk, right? So here's what he does wrong on top of the prayer against Zabak. So he's on the left, right? So if he does my strategy, notice he's about to dodge the lightning on 2, and that's
Mhm.
why he runs into the no, he doesn't run into a boulder, he gets hit off prayer. Okay, so he runs. If he continues to move to the right, if he goes to tile 4, to tile 5, to tile 6, he doesn't even have to run into this boulder. He panics and switches directions.
And then it gets hit.
Yeah, so if
He
you
moves right
panic and
into.
switch directions, that's what's going to run you into a boulder. But if you just take a deep breath, accept the fact, and just keep moving the same direction, you're not going to get hit by another boulder until you get to the end and switch directions again. Does that make sense?
Mhm. I'm on the sim right now.
So, okay, all right. So that's basically everything. Do you have any questions about any of that? I know that was a lot, but
No, I think I'm ready. I'm
okay.
just
I'm gonna kill the
trying to.
boss. You practice that for a little bit.
Oh, I stay up here.
Yep,
Oh, okay.
one. It's gonna take me about 10 minutes to get to the final boss now. But yeah, you just sit there and look pretty. Spend a little bit of time on the
Oh.
simulator.
Yeah, I shall.
You don't have. It's not like a get good at last row simulator. That's not what I'm asking you to do. I'm asking you to practice moving from one side to the other. That's the main thing to get out of time on that simulator is. Because I
Mhm.
don't know if that's how you normally move. I assume it's not. So just practice that idea. And I've honestly had a lot of people come back from the fan kit carries I do and be like, I do this, I just do that movement now because it's good.
Yeah,
I've heard it
I'm
helps people in
playing around with it
solos
right now.
because that is what I do in my solos. If I'm soloing, that's how I move. I do a slightly different thing, but in general, that's basically how I move in my solo runs. It's just there's nobody else on last row, so I can use everything instead of having to restrict myself to 6 tiles. Also, before I forget, I guess this is starting soon in it. 117:58.
Oh, sorry. I'm focused on the
It's
simulator.
me. It's
For
me. It's not, you're fine for the next
oh,
10 minutes.
are you talking about yourself? Okay.
Yeah, I'm talking about myself.
It's insane that this simulator. Let's see if I can get it twice in a row.
There's also a button. There's a settings button where you can give yourself a shadow instead of a bofa.
Yeah, I found that. That's
Okay.
what I was looking for the first bit.
But, then in terms of like P3 mechanics, I go right, you go left. We're not skull skipping. I will tell you where to pick up insanity, like after every skull session,
Okay.
because it picks up in a different spot every time, right?
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Do you know how to react from the back if necessary? If I happen to miss it?
Uh,
I'll pay attention, bro. Don't you worry.
I
Sweet.
should be okay.
We have a guardian
I.
angel.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I should see it, but
Yeah.
just on the off chance, if I panic and I'm like, go to the back, go to the back, I'm not gonna let that happen. If that happens for some reason, just have your finger over the ambrosia. Shouldn't happen, but be ready to ambrosia.
Wiggle my mouse.
I assume you have a 25-minute logout timer.
Yeah, I just always in case.
Yep, same. In a situation like this, at least. This shadow's not hitting very hard right now.
First time I made it to the Coliseum, I logged out because I was doing the simulator. It's so sad.
uh, once you're there, you know you can make it back. But yeah, that's
Yeah.
depressing as fuck. Alright, it's dead. The bitch is dead. Let's go. Okay, so now it's 6 downs. About 8 minutes until your time to shine.
Are you kidding me, Cat?
If you have a wife, tell her to leave you alone. If you have a cat, lock it out. If you have a dog, they're pretty chill.
Isn't it normally the opposite?
Huh?
Isn't it on the opposite? If you have a dog, lock it out. If cats are the chill ones.
No, cats will
No.
walk on your
Cats
keyboard.
walk on your keyboard and
Ah,
Yeah.
all kinds of shit. Especially if you don't pay attention to them, they just know. And they're like, I'm gonna grief you even harder, buddy. And they're gonna
That's what
stick
my
their
cat's
tongue
doing
up your
right
nose.
now.
They're gonna stick their tail up your nose. What were you saying?
That's what my cat's doing right now.
Yeah.
uh-oh.
I'm doing Tithe Farm, so.
Your cat's also trying to do Tithe Farm.
True.
Yeah, my best friend has like 4 cats. No fucking idea why he has 4 cats. Emotionally speaking. Practically speaking, it's because of his wife, I think. Emotionally speaking, I don't know why he hasn't accidentally run one over at some point. 3, 4. Just, I'm joking, by the way. Wouldn't condone that. Did I really? Ooh, no. And then a cat would come in and climb on top of your monitor and knock it off of your computer desk while you're doing last row or something. If it was me, I would need all 8 of those minutes to convince my wife to just leave me alone. And I'd tell her like 10 minutes, and as soon as that 10 minutes was up, she'd walk in the room, and the boss would have 10 HP, and she'd be like, "Can you help me with something, please?" That's what would happen.
The simulator is struggling on it.
It's not very good. Like, it's just not a very
Yeah.
good simulator. But it at least gives you a chance to practice, like, something, I guess. I don't know. It's better than sitting there doing nothing.
Yeah,
It's
no,
a slight warm
I've
up, I
been,
guess.
yeah, it's keeping me.
Get your brain and fingers engaged.
Another kill. Another kill.
It also gives you 1 ambrosia. You're gonna have a lot more. And you're only gonna be on last row for like 10, 20 seconds max. And you're killing the boss solo on that simulator. Where in reality, like, you're not gonna be there for very long. I just need you to not die for that small amount of time we are there, kind of thing.
I will
Myself
talk.
included, because I died earlier today trying to ZCB spec.
Yeah, it's the worst.
which I don't have to do this time because I forgot fucking ruby bolts.
I guess you have an extra care spec.
Yay! Extra two because
Oh,
I
do
have
you,
blue
do you have
potion.
any other spec weapons with you?
Nothing worth using. I have a blowpipe spec.
Ooh, exciting.
4, 5, 6, 7. BGS whack. 8. Alright, we got it below 60%. Hallelujah.
Hell yeah.
I was worried I was going to have
Not
to do
that
extra down.
mace difference. Not that Inquisitor mace difference.
That's not, the mace itself doesn't do a difference over rapier, but
Just prayer bonus, I think.
does it have prayer bonus?
Yeah, it's +2.
No shit. I knew D-mace did, so
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense. Oh, hey Ty. I didn't know who it was.
Up.
Hell
I'm just bored doing Tithe Farm. Thought I'd watch.
yeah.
Watch the madness.
I wish I could stay up later and help you with Insanity, but it's already pushing 1 a.m. I know my mom's here, so I probably could, but my mom would
I
just watch the kids.
tomorrow night, yeah, but I got to work tomorrow, so can't pull DJ in hours.
3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, hello there.
That was spicy.
Yeah. Just always picture Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan Kenobi saying, hello there. Don't even remember which movie it's from. I think it's a meme. That's why I have it in my head. I think it's probably the second one, where he's like says it to the fucking robotic guy that wields like 6 lightsabers. Count Grievous.
I'm
Hello, and like he
I'm not a
drops in, he
Star
goes,
Wars
hello
buff.
there. I think that's the scene. What'd you say?
I'm not a big Star Wars buff.
Not either, but I did love them as a kid. Like I loved lightsabers.
Lightsabers were cool.
My 3-year-old has like 4 of them. So
Most
we have lightsaber battles at least once a day.
basically you have 4 lightsabers.
Exactly. I also have like 5 different Hot Wheels track sets.
The dream.
And my parents keep
Just
buying them
buy
for my
toys
kids, and I
and
get to play with
yeah.
them. I've got the Hot Wheels garage with a dragon on top, and it has a double shooter, and you shoot 2 cars at it, and knocks the dragon off the top, and it spins down. It's fucking sick. And it's all mine until my kids break it. They just walk up with their
Grab
King
another
Kong
one.
toys and smack the dragon in the belly and knock him off the top of the tower.
Then your parents can just buy him another one.
Exactly. Oop, spicy, spicy. Ah. Okay, so this is the last down. I start right. I go right for everything. Just like last row, skulls, all of it.
Okay.
Um,
And then I know
when
you
the
start
boulders come
right.
out, what?
Mm-hmm.
It starts
You
right
start
from the very beginning, yes, but after that it'll be like Mirror
reverse.
Tie will
Yep, yep.
Yeah.
confirm location.
Then I'll just. So we are not skull
Yeah,
skipping.
we're not doing any skull skipping. Use your Karis, or you can use your Book of the Dead. Book of the
Interesting.
Dead will not drain your prayer points, but
Okay,
the
okay.
Karis will drain your prayer points, right? If you use it to kill the skulls.
Okay, okay.
So if you remember to, it doesn't super matter either way. But I just wouldn't pray augury until like when the boulders come out or something. Just save some prayer. You
Okay.
have plenty, I think, but just play it safe. I go ahead and brew and then restore, and then magic potion.
Alright, let's get it.
Your priority is staying alive. If you get hit by the floor, the max hit of the floor is 57.
57, that's good to know.
So if you are like 100 and, 5 HP, you could get 2 hit. So if you get hit by a floor, you should probably just ambrosia. Play it safe.
Mhm.
My restore is hitting you, by the way. So every time I restore, it will restore a little bit of your prayer points.
Sweet.
That will help as well. Okay,
Alright.
left,
Hopefully need a magic potion. Left, okay.
left. So if you were low HP, this is when you would brew up, but you're chilling. So start left. Once the boulders are out, I'm going to camp the front of the room. Just that way we're really far away from each other.
Okay.
Right side.
Yep.
You got to pray against Sabak, so keep an eye on him. Mage.
Yep.
Right side.
Yep.
Might want to step up a tile. There you go. The timing's different, one tile further back.
Oh, okay.
That's why you got hit. Right side, pray
Yep.
range.
Uh,
You got plenty of time. Take your time. Was it right side, Ty?
yeah, I think it's
I
right.
think so.
Go to the back if you want to have like an extra tick, maybe. Yep, right side.
Right.
Do you have thralls hidden?
Yeah. No, that's fine.
Okay, just don't summon a thrall on last row, kind of thing. I'll summon mine way off to the side so it doesn't get in your way. Okay, right side. Definitely right side, right side, right
Yep.
side. Back at the room, at the back, at the back, at the back, at the back. I got it. Right side, right side,
Oh, right, right, right,
right
right, right.
side.
Okay.
You're fine.
Right,
You're chilling. You're chilling.
right.
Right side.
Yep.
Deep breaths. Range.
Yep.
Mage. Go ahead and pray augury if you're not already.
Okay.
Range. Just remember, if you get hit hard by a boulder, ambrosia. 80 HP, ambrosia. You
Right.
got this.
Oh shit, this is the best part.
Focus up.
Ambrosia. Stop walking back and forth, like between a couple tiles. Make like a little circle or something. Okay, now you want to start doing the back and forth thing I recommended.
Okay.
Take your time. Ambrosia. Mage. Mage. Range. You did it, buddy.
Oh my god, my hands are so slippery right now. Bro, I shouldn't have struggled that much. My hands are so slippery right.
Man was struggling.
Oh, dude, thank God I got we. I still had ambrosia left over too. Is the crazy part. Oh,
Well
my
done.
heart is crazy. My hands are actually so slippery right now. That was stressful. No. Oh, it's a purple.
Yes, sir.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Indeed.
Wow, that's so cool. I got a thing. I got a shiny thing. What's this hourglass thing?
That's for the Akka pet. So if you get the pet, you can
Ooh.
turn it into Akka. That's one of the two hardest to get, so I recommend you keep it until you get pet.
Oh, okay.
Because
So
you'd have to redo Double Trouble Keep Back into 450, which is kind of difficult.
oh,
What a bummer
okay.
for a
All right.
purple.
Let's see what the loot is.
There's a
Oh,
Missouri Mask.
eh.
Yuck.
That's better than
It's better than
eh,
something,
better than a ring.
I guess.
Oh, let's tip this bad boy out. Wow, that was unsurprisingly or that was surprisingly stressful at the end.
I didn't see I didn't see much of anything that we talked about.
Dude, my brain turned off. I knew that would happen. I knew like
Right, and that's why that's why I throw the simulator at people because I'm like maybe this will help a little bit.
I I don't know like it.
It has to be the fortified ward, unfortunately.
Ah, I
Yeah.
was wondering.
Have fun at court, buddy.
No, certainly that is
Yeah.
not me.
Damn,
Oh,
look at this gamer.
damn.
Fit right in with me
Oh,
and Foinkit. Me, Foinkit, and Prismy in here with our Fang kits. Gaming.
gaming as hell.
Congrats, man. I'm glad you made
Dude,
it.
thank you. Thank you so much. Wow, my heart rate is crazy through the roof. Can you meet me in Edgeville in this world? To give you a bond.
Oh, yeah, sure. Forgot about
I
that.
cannot access the dungeon place. I think there's a quest required or something.
Yeah, yeah, there is.
What are we on? 369?
Let me see here.
Oh, it's definitely bedtime.
Yeah, it's time for me to go to bed too.
Wow. That was
That's why thank God you got 3 ambrosias.
right?
2 might have
Is
been
it
too
possible to have
stressful.
gotten two?
Well, it's between 2 and 4. Like
Uh,
it needs some help. Gives you a chance at 2, but it's like a 33% chance of 2 and a 66% chance of 1. So
mm. It's alright, we
Edgeville.
survived.
All
Let's
right,
see.
I'm here on Edgeville.
There's the gamer. Alright, let me use this bond. I think I used bond on you? I need to redeem it
It
first.
has to be tradable. So you'd have to
Trade
sink an
reserve.
extra 1 point whatever to
2
make it
mil.
tradable.
It's fine. I bought 4 on accident, and I don't. I'm really weird about my bank, and I know there's a bond pouch, but fuck you. Thank you. Oh,
Well, thank you very much.
man. Fucking hell.
Oh,
Alright,
I'll
I'm
make it
gonna.
tradable myself and then throw it at my Iron Man at some point.
Yeah, just throw it on your Iron Man whenever you wanna. Whenever it's running low.
How do I get it out of my inventory? Can I put it in my pouch? Deposit?
I think it has to be tradable, maybe. I don't know.
But you have to convert it anyways, so.
It's true. There's got to be a way to get it into like your bond pouch thing, right?
Uh,
Isn't that a thing somewhere?
It's
This thing?
down right, yeah.
Bond pouch?
You have to convert it though.
convert and then you can deposit, I think.
You need coins in your inventory? What kind of archaic system am I working on here? So now it's gone, right? No? Deposit? How do I deposit it?
Hit the left arrow, then the right arrow,
Terrible UI, right?
then go back. Yeah,
Okay,
there you
all right, now it's gone. It's in the pouch. Cool.
I hate when UIs don't make sense. But
Now that I see it, I see
oh,
it, but I learned. Cool
bedtime
beans,
for
man.
me, gentlemen.
Yep, time for
go.
me
Yeah,
to
how
go to
did you
bed.
teleport right there? Time out.
Oh,
Me?
Oh, you have this up here in your inventory.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah,
good night,
I
man.
thought
hidden
you did from
tech.
like your house. I'm like, wait a second.
Yeah, have a good night, man. Congrats.
You
Well
too.
done.
Yep.
Thanks for the
Thank you.
tip.
Thank you. Yep. Yep.
All right, if I
I
do
get off.
decide to post this on YouTube, to YouTube, I say, did you guys know how to convert a bond and put it in your pouch? Comment below. And then don't forget to like and subscribe for more silly videos of 500 carries and I don't know, whatever else I'm going to post on here.
Yeah.
Peace.